You're listening to an audio article by the Common Constitutionalists. Today's article is entitled, Mass Shooter Illegal Alien Alive and Well in Prison. Back in January of this year, the Associated Press reported that, quote, a Salvadoran immigrant, Wilber Ernesto Martinez-Guzman, unquote, was charged in Nevada with 4 counts of murder. The murders were committed during robberies in an attempt to get money to buy methamphetamine. The murders happened over a period of 5 days between January 10 and 15. 3 of the 4 victims were elderly, 74-year-old Sophia Renken, 81-year-old Gerald David, and his 80-year-old wife, Sharon David, as well as 56-year-old Connie Koontz. But Guzman wasn't just an immigrant, as the left likes to classify everyone. He's an illegal immigrant who has been in the U.S. for a year or so. He has family that lives in Carson City. Their status was unreported. Guzman, who had first lied and claimed his innocence, finally broke down during a 3-hour interrogation that he did in fact kill the 4. Washoe County, Nevada Sheriff's Detective Stephanie Brady said that he had admitted to shooting all 4, that, quote, he shot the victims because of the drugs, unquote, and the murders were committed with a gun Guzman stole from the David residence. The murders happened in January 2019, and the trial is set for April 2020. There's some swift justice for a confessed killer illegal alien. The citizens of Nevada must feel a sense of satisfaction at having the opportunity to pay for the care and feeding of this murdering illegal a-hole while he waits trial. So why bring this up now? Well, because of all the hysteria over mass shootings and the rush to heap more unconstitutional and worthless gun control legislation on all us law-abiding citizens. No enhanced background checks would have prevented these senseless murders. No current or proposed gun legislation would have prevented this at all. Nothing the Democrats or squishy Republicans are proposing will bring any of these 4 back or prevent the next incident like it. The only laws that could have prevented this tragedy are already on the books and have been there for decades. No, they're not gun laws. They're laws that prevent illegal aliens from entering our country in the first place. Yes, we actually have laws, dozens or more, passed decades ago, that state the obvious. If you attempt to enter the U.S. illegally and are caught, you shall be deported. It's not rocket science. Our government just chooses to ignore its own laws. It's why we conservatives insist that just passing more laws is an exercise in futility and will only further hamper the law-abiding. But that's just part of the story. The other half is the many claims thrown out there by the left of the amount of mass shootings in a given year. According to the lefty anti-gun website Gun Violence Archive, as of September 1, 2019, there have been 283 mass shootings in America. That averages more than 1 a day. The conventional definition of a mass shooting is 4 or more victims shot in a single incident. Not necessarily killed, just shot. Of course, as I've stated before, this is not what we think of when we hear of a mass shooting. We think of Las Vegas or Texas or Alabama or Ohio. We don't think of a drug deal gone bad in a parking lot at 3 a.m. in some inner city where 4 or more gang members are shot, or 50-some-odd people shot over a weekend in Chicago. And we certainly don't think of an illegal alien scumbag murdering 4 people in as many days in Nevada. In fact, this killing spree perpetrated by the illegal Guzman won't even be included in the mass shooting archived of this leftist site. It should, but it won't, because it wasn't a single incident event. Yet, is this any less tragic that it happened over days instead of all at once? Ask the families of the American victims, who know, unlike other shootings, these senseless murders were completely preventable. So again, thank you Democrats and spineless Republicans. The American citizen continues to pay the ultimate price for your political grandstanding. Thank you for listening.